Welcome everyone to Astellia Online. Astellia Online is a classic take on an MMORPG that brings back the Holy Trinity. Tank, healer, DPS with an addition of a pet system called Astells. In this video, we'll be talking about their most recent announcements. Let's jump into it. Astellia team has dropped some big news. They're giving us a content roadmap of Avalon and what to expect with Avalon in a new area that's never been seen. First, let's go through the content map and what to expect with it. So the first thing on our list is let's go ahead and provide what they're going to be giving to us this year in their 2019 roadmap for November and December. Let's start with November. The first thing we're going to be seeing is on November 19th, which is in just 3 more days, we will have Avalon. Avalon is the large-scale tri-faction PvP battleground. And I'll be posting some more links, information about Avalon below in my video description. So let's go into December now. We're gonna have a Christmas event that's gonna be, okay, we have hunting fields where you can get themed items, other goodies. Honestly, I think it's gonna be similar to what they did for the Halloween event. I'm hoping that they spice it up just a little bit more. The Halloween was cool, but I really think they can do a lot more. Hopefully we'll have snow on the ground. Maybe Santa Claus will appear and give out some free stuff. You know, things like that would be kind of cool to see. We also will be getting the long-awaited feature, Item Fusion. This is going to be able to upgrade your current equipment to different tiers and different stats on your items. We don't know if that means you can take a lower level item like a white item and make it a blue or heroic or even legendary. I think it's going to allow us to upgrade the tiers of the item. So when you mouse over the items, usually there's a tier that says tier 1 on the item under the name. I'm hoping that this allows us to upgrade the tiers and it makes legendary a little bit more difficult, making heroic something that you can at least use now, because now you can upgrade the tiers and maybe the stat points are higher. Maybe it'll equal a level 1 legendary. A tier 1 legendary would be a tier 2 heroic, you know, type thing like that, so that you're not drowning in just trying to get a legendary gear, but you make use of the old sets as well. But we don't know 100%. I can't really find any real information on Item Fusion. I didn't play the KR version, so if anybody has any information, please leave a comment, let me know what it is, and I'll take a look at it. As soon as it's out, though, I'll make sure a video is released for it. Then next up is Meodin Mines. It's a new area designed for high-level players. We'll be able to get new things in here. We don't know exactly what they're going to be given to us, but it's a unique area that is that was only for NA and EU. They might go to KR in the future or whatever other areas they have this designed for, but no one's seen this section. This is a brand new area and a brand new level for just our version. What that also gives us, I want just to quote what they're going to be giving us out of this area, where max players will be able to participate in a variety of activities rewarding in unique class-specific treasures that can be upgraded with materials earned in the mines, along with tokens that can be redeemed for high-level consumables. So with that being said, one of the other unique features of this area is that we can have 3 servant type Astells out at once. No tonic, no nothing. You can have full Astells out the entire time in this section. So I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting this area to be very difficult. You're going to need to run the 3 Astells, but we'll see what happens with everybody kind of clustering into the section, how many channels are going to be, things like that. It's going to be very needing, you know, something to know in that fashion. If you don't know what servant type Astell is, you can actually filter the Astells out in your Astell tab in the game. It's at the top of the screen. You can just select servant type Astell. But I'm really excited to see what this area brings. We don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping to see more information on that here. We're just within December. And we're going to get finally we're going to get the next legendary set of dungeons, the Hall of Equality, Aru Cave, and Lagish Underground Sanctum. So we're getting some decent stuff in December as well. So this is really content filled, just 2019, the last 2 months that are holiday driven, really, and they're providing us a lot of new content during the end of the year. I don't know what to expect, but we're going to get a lot of different things, and we have stuff that they're not even telling us. So if we look at the notes here at the top, we're also getting gender unlocking, so finally getting, you know, maybe a male archer and things like that. So they're going to be doing a lot of balancement in the game, and I really hope to see a lot more, but this is a lot for the end, for just a month and a half remaining of this year, they're giving us this much. That's a huge win in my book, and it shows Astellia is trying to please the masses, but also listen to their player base. So let's continue. Let's see what's coming up in 2020. So for quarter one or Q1, we're gonna get a new Estelle. So that would be a new champion in there. I'm not gonna try pronouncing that. Enkar, whatever. We're gonna get a new dungeon. Now I'm not really sure the name of the dungeon, but in this case, it's a gathering dungeon for crafting materials. So if anybody played Bless Online, we actually had a gathering dungeon where you could find them out in the world, and you did be teleported into them. You can pick up all the crafting material that you would need for that specific section. So whatever you wanted, you can just gather it in there. Now, it was fun to actually search for these gathering dungeons. I actually had fun doing that, and my wife did as well. But I'm not sure what to expect with Astellia. Does that mean we can gather everything, or are we going to be limited to what our gathering is? So it's kind of those double. I'm not sure what to expect. Can we teleport into it? What's going to happen? But this is really needed in my eyes. The gathering right now is very, very time consuming for no real reason more than just you have to do a lot of running around. Maybe giving us this gathering dungeon is going to give us more options in the future to do actual crafting and have more spam crafting, get better gear, and get that RNG stat points that you need. So let's continue. We're going to have the new guild PvP. Now we're going to get 16 versus 16 and 48 versus 48. So go get your guilds ready. We'll see you there on the battlefield. Next up, we have multiple legendary dungeons getting released. So we have our 2.2, which is our dungeons we already have in game. We're also getting the Dungeons 2.3, which is, in this case, these legendary dungeons are brand new to the game, so we don't know what to expect with them. They might be in the other versions, I don't know at the moment, but it's nice to see new dungeons being added. We're also getting a Valentine's Day event in the middle of that. Hopefully they'll keep some unique things into the game, so I'm looking forward to seeing more events in the game. Now, one of the big things here is that they're adding an Estelle equipment system. While they have the star jewels already available for the Astells, the equipment system is going to add another complexity into the game, and that's actually quite exciting. Now I can take the time to farm gear for myself, but I also have end game content where I can go and farm gear for my Astells, meaning that the Estelle is almost another player, right? It's another another character that I can use to further progress myself in the game, or my guild, or my group of friends, or whatever we're doing. Now the Astells become another attachment to your progression in the game, and that's kind of cool. I do like this. I do like the idea of the pet system, and I really hope that the equipment system is not just a copy and paste from like player gear to Estelle gear. I really want to see something unique with the Estelle equipment system, so I'm looking forward to it. New hunting ground, City of Lost Time. Don't know what that's going to entail, but looking forward to it again. Now, the 12-player raid dungeon. This is still going back to that word dungeon. Before I go into the word raid, right, I want to go into the word dungeon. And if this is going to involve tickets, I understand the purpose of the ticket system for gating and wall gates, but maybe instead of hopefully they don't use the ticket system for the raid function. Maybe it's a weekly. Maybe you can do it once a week or once a day. Make it so that it's not farmable or spammable, but don't lock it behind the tickets that we have to use for the other dungeons, right? Split up the tickets, give us something else that this raid has a cooldown for those players per account, right? So you don't allow players to sit there and use it on alts and trade gear. We want something unique in this. It's kind of one of those weird takes for the raid. Most raids are usually locked out for a week. I don't know many. I don't know many games that don't lock raids out of a week, especially if it's like an instance-based thing. That being said, I hope that the same thing goes for the crafting dungeon or the gathering dungeon. I hope it doesn't take tickets away from our current farming tickets for the other dungeons. Because right now, while you don't get to use all of them up, it is kind of a pain to be like, oh, I only have 4 tickets left. I really want to do this or that. It really shouldn't be like that. I should be able to do content almost at will and pick and choose rather than being restricted. I don't want to feel restricted in a game where I'm supposed to be free to play and do stuff. And then we have a new origin for the Estelle. Just a new video, probably. It's just like a background story. And then going beyond quarter one or Q1, in this case, we're gonna get more legendary dungeons. We're getting an increase at the level cap, more story zones. So the main story is gonna get a whole new section. So that's 3 new ones. We have 2 new dungeons coming, additional guild content, additional hunting grounds, and Avalon content update. One thing I want to just focus in on is the guild content. It says features. I really hope that means like we're going to get special upgrades for guilds. Like if you complete these things for your guild, you can get unlocked skill points. You're going to get skills like more HP, more damage, or more XP, more item drops, or maybe guild storage that we can trade and move guild, guild funds around. Add in a little bit of content around guilds that really makes a difference. Just for the experience. And people should be able to play solo still, but guilds should be one of the primary focuses in the game, I believe, too. And that's it for their roadmap. There's a lot of content to look forward to in the next month and a half, and tons of content to see in quarter one of 2020. I am pleased to see that Astellia is listening to their player base. I hope this video has provided you with a good overview of what's coming in Astellia Online. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. And like always, take it easy.